Good morning. We got a lot of snow. I've been up cutting fabric, getting stuff together for a possible tutorial later on today. And there is my quilts I'm working on. That's my long arm. Those are some projects that I'm looking to do. And here I am. So let's see, I'm going to put you back onto my stand here. And yes, so we got some snow. I had to wait until it was a little light out there, to say the least. We got some snow. Yesterday, I did catch a couple people's lives, like Kathy at the Greenlander Quilter. I was on Sean's live. I popped in 2 seconds to Mom and Pop's live. I wasn't there quite long because someone distracted me. It's very busy on the weekends. Everybody wants a little bit of my attention, which is fine. That's what weekends are for, is to be with family. But in any case, we did end up going outside and going to visit the town of Woodstock, which is not too far from my house. And there's a lovely store there called Sparkle. And let's see, I should show you all the stuff that we got. I actually brought it to show you because it's kind of people. So I have a lot of people ask me where I get some of my stuff. So this is the store, Sparkle. And this is that. They do not do online. So if you just happen to be, in New York and you want to visit Woodstock, go visit that store. It's super cute. It is my honey sister's store, so I'm going to make a disclaimer. But I do love her store. It's a little boutique. It has everything in it. It's little stuff for men, mostly women, and children. The back of the store has a lot of toys and stuff. It's really cool. So I love my fuzzy socks. So I got a gift certificate. So here we go. I got my fuzzy socks. So I like to wear them in the morning with my PJs. And I love the deals that I got. I've got these. These ended up being $6.50 because they were 50% off. These were full price. These are just adorable little mushroom slippers. Those were cute, or they are cute. I tried them on. Little gnome socks. Oh, wait, that's the heel. I got little gnome socks. They're soft and fuzzy. I got like little paw socks. I mean, I wear them with my boots, so no one's going to see, except for me, what's underneath my boots, but they are soft. They're called the world's softest, it's like walking on clouds cozy collection. That's what those are. Oh, and these gloves. I actually have these gloves. I don't know what company they're from, but I absolutely love these gloves. I have a pair in pink, and at the moment I couldn't find them. So when I saw that she had them in black, and I got them 2 years ago, I love them because I have my hands, and then when they're cold, like this, when you work in a school, you have all kinds of what they call duties, recess duties, outside duties. I happen for all these years, and I've been working for a very long time for this school district, I have always had bus duty, which I love because I know all the kids' names. I get to welcome them in the building, and I absolutely get to say goodbye to them every day because it's the first thing I do in the morning. It's the last thing before I go home. So I do need gloves and hats and scarves and warm socks. So my last thing, and this was regular price as well, but I don't know why, I fell in love with it. It is this super, super soft. It's from LA Soul, Wear with Style. It is really super soft. I did get some looks like, really, mushrooms, Mom? Or, my honey was like, mushrooms? I'm like, yeah. I put it on, and yeah, the colors are amazing. I happen to have been wearing black fleece lined leggings yesterday, and the colors just popped. And this is great because it's like cozy. So in the morning you might find me wearing this. You know, sewing. It is so cool. I'll move this out. It's so cool and so cozy and so soft. Anyway, not that this is quilting, but you know, I don't know. Sometimes going shopping is like quilting for me, like going fabric shopping, because I like to feel things. I love the colors. It's kind of like fabric shopping. I think that's why I like my PJs so much, because PJs, I find, come in so many wacky, wild styles. Like, I don't know if I necessarily would leave the house with a whole jumpsuit dressed like this and go on for my full day, even though I think the kiddos would think that is super cute. And I've done it, and they think it's super cute on, you know, spirit days. But, like, you can't necessarily go out with gingerbread all over you and start working for the day. So I think that's why I have a love of PJs and crazy socks, and I do love that sweater, because it's just another way for me to express myself, like I express myself with my quilts and quilting. But in any case, that's it. Sparkle. That was my little haul. It wasn't fabric because there's no fabric in that town. There used to be a quilt shop long time ago there, but they're no longer there. So we were working on the Hugs and Kisses quilt, and we're going to put that together, and I'm going to do a live on that today. I'm not sure what time. No, well, it won't be today for you guys. It'll be yesterday for you guys, so it'll probably be already up when I upload this video, because I'm doing this video for tomorrow, being that I have to go to work and stuff. I'm not going to have time to do a quick video in the morning, but I will have been on a live yesterday. You can catch it on the replay, and I will be putting together the Hugs and Kisses and using my Mara Lee pins. I have cut out all the leftover fabric from the quilt to do an after quilt. So what I did was, let's show it to you. I will be making this Fabric Cafe's Triangles and Squares. It's a 3-yard quilt, but we're scrapping it up, and it is a free pattern right now, a free download right now if you go to their website, which is fabriccafe.com. And these are my leftover squares for my Hugs and Kisses quilt, which I am going to size down, because right now they measure 5 3/4, and I need to size them down a bit. Again, it's in the directions. So I'm going to size these down and use them up. I have 30, here I wrote little notes for me. I have 34 of these blocks, 34 of them. And I need for this pattern 48 blocks. So what I've needed to do is, I had leftover background fabric. I needed to cut out 7 more of these squares. And out of the leftovers, hold on, 7 more of these red squares or pink squares. So this will give me 14 more blocks, and then I will have 48, and I can put this together. So 1 yard is going to be using, again, my leftover half square triangles, the new half square triangles I'm going to make. That's the 1 yard equivalent. Then I did pick, the other yard is the background, which is this, right? And I have more of this. So I'm going to cut this just as the background. The rest, basically, I would just need that for a strip piece and some border right here. You know it is, strip piece and border, the white. And then for the 3rd yard, I haven't picked that out yet. I'm going to figure that out. But in any case, that's what I'm going to do with these leftovers. The after quilt, it uses everything up from the previous quilt. Then what I did is, after doing all that, I still had a lot of fabric left from those fat quarters. So I just cut everything into a 2.5-inch strip. I have all these. I will be using this as a border for this quilt, I think, because where I'm supposed to have a yard of, like, let's say these pink and reds fabric, here at the edge is a border. And this border is smaller in the pattern, but I just want to make everything 2.5 inch. So whatever I don't use can go into my 2.5 inch bucket. I have a bucket that I just keep 2.5 inch random strips for jelly roll quilts. So basically I will use this as my border. And that's great because I'm just using up using up my stash and what's left over from the first quilt and making a second quilt. It'll go by quickly. Then I have another quilt going. Third quilt. I have not like really did much thinking. I was just doing a fabric pull. So this was a pattern from last year, Fat Quarter Shop. I did call Riley Blake because there's a couple of pattern tutorials that I wanted to do, and they're free patterns, and I did ask permission for me to be able to let you know the measurements just to make things easy. Though again, it's a free download, so I recommend everyone go and download their copy, but I can teach you using the measurements because I'm a little bit more careful when it's not my pattern because, you know, I really don't have permission to do that. And I do give credit to where I find my quilt patterns. But Riley Blake, they gave me the permission. I asked them about this because it's from Fat Quarter Shop, and they said it's from Fat Quarter Shop, but it is by Wecker Frisch for Riley Blake Designs. So I will be doing this. The reason I chose this pattern, I actually didn't do it last year, is because in my swap, as you could see, all the hearts and hugs and kisses quilt, I forgot what it's called, but that quilt there, that was all from a December swap called Donate and Swap Fabrics that's run by Lynn from Soft Squares. So that's where all that fabric came from. So that fabric made that quilt, this after quilt, and I still had some fat quarters that were given to me. One was like a Day of the Dead that matched this, and it's beautiful. And this one. And I feel bad that I couldn't use those two and incorporate them somehow in this quilt. Even though this quilt is a kind of a scrappy quilt, it had a dark background and really stood out. And so I do want to not make anyone feel bad because I love all fabric that is sent to me, and I absolutely love this fabric. And even though it didn't fit in that quilt or my after quilt, I found something to use it in. And again, I'll be doing this Love Note quilt pattern. The heart part, the center heart here, will be made using this rose fabric because who doesn't like to get roses on Valentine's, right? So that's going to be there. And then the white, like the inside of the envelope, I had gotten this and I could not use it in that quilt, either quilt, because again, it would get lost because of all the white. So that's going to be the inside so this is going to be the heart and this is going to be the inside of the envelope. And I'm trying to use what I have. Does it all match perfect? No, but I think it'll do good. I have some of this left over. This is in my Hearts and Kisses quilt. This is also in my after quilt. But this is something I bought. And so this is going to be the outside of the envelope. So we have roses and we have that. Now, what to pick for a background, because it's a little all over the place. In here, it actually has a gray. And I thought, you know what? I have this dot gray. I don't know. It may be too busy. Not sure. But I kind of put it together. And it's not looking too bad. All right, so this would be the bottom. This would be the top if I was to manage to put things in a spot. And this would be my middle. And you know what? It's not looking too bad. So I think I'm going to use this as my background. again, that here. So look for this tutorial because I will be doing this soon. Being that I'm giving you some heads up, go to Fat Quarter Shop. I don't know if Riley Blake has it on their website, but go download this if you want to make this with me. Find yourself 4 fabrics. It's 4 fabrics, and then they have a 5th fabric as the binding. And what may happen is I may use whatever leftovers of these and use this as my binding. I don't know yet. I just know that I want to use up what I have. A lot of people are doing no buy January. I love to say that there's a no buy January in my future, but as you can see, I've already bought stuff for January. So you know what? I'm going to try to use my stash. How about that? Try to use my stash January. And that's what I will be, a couple of things I'll be working on. So I hope everyone has a lovely day. I love listening. Oh, listen to me like as if you're here. Yeah, you kind of are. But I love reading your comments and commenting back. I feel like we have a little quilt group going on here. It's feeling very homey and wonderful. And I want to thank everybody for your support. I don't know if you know, but when I always say take care of yourself and pass it forward, you are all passing it forward to me every day. All those comments, those are a pass it forward in my eyes, because you really have delighted me and you have brought some joy into my life. My life is actually very joyful. And I can honestly say I am grateful. I am grateful for all I have and who I have. And having you, I'm grateful for having all of you too. So thank you so much. Have a fabulous day. Subscribe and like my videos. You can hit the bell notifications if you like. And have a fabulous day. If you're in this storm like I am, it's still snowing out there. Take care of yourself. If you cannot shovel that snow, I don't know if it's heavy or not. Find someone, please, because there's so many people have accidents around here. Maybe you don't know your neighbors. Maybe it's a good time to find a neighbor who can help you out if you can. I know that we help our neighbor out. I am fortunate that my son has a plow on his truck, so I get mine plowed, and he does plow a couple of neighbors that can't do it for themselves. That's his pass it forward. So have a wonderful day. Stay warm. Bye.